hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London.
I don't want to go there.
Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget.
This indeed is very crazy.
Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Anything of importance? There used to be a tinderbox here, but now there isn't. And that's to be expected. Oh, it's falling in. Oh no, that's not good. It's not that. A little spooky jump scare. Hello, door. Yes, please. Alright. Spooky, so spooky. That's actually kind of funny, the way I'm walking right now. Okay. Door opens. Yep. Tinderbox in here. So that's fun. Yep, and now get out of there. And close that. There's no tinderbox in there, so let's just go. We head into old archives. So that's it. Still weird, those little boxes. Still haven't figured out what they are there for. Where you get that thing. Little windy. Just a little windy. Just going into here. Any tender boxes. Just for so I can see. Nope, not in the reader.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to
Coming
fight
back
that.
to this, it makes sense.
You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him.
Your former self.
Your former self,
Daniel.
Daniel.
Alright. Down here. Then we get this flashback.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have.
Nope,
Is it
and I
connected to
cannot
the-
go there.
What did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
Stand near this for a moment.
There should be more cooperate. Let me see. And one part aquaforce.
One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. That creeped me out. That really creeped me out. Those footsteps to my right. Anyway, I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint. Where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. It's my third attempt to produce artificial vitae, I think. The former compounds lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt Aqua Regia instead of Aqua Fortis. I hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly as it proves impractical to put to any use except for a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. The lack of chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. So okay, yeah, completely messed up. I'm an idiot. I should be reading these more carefully. Absolutely nothing. Let's go back up here. Get away! Don't you touch her. But there's no enemy here, right? Yes, I could have sworn I just heard him.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought, and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Behind there. Oh, but there's a piece of paper here. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Berenberg. The contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Berenberg, is to recommend my services at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctuary of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break the seal. Yes. Yeah, I can hear you giving us a lot of these.
17th May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
It's just when he finds the orb, I believe. Yeah, no, you're out there. I don't think there's anything there. Hi. That still scares me a little, to be honest. Like, I know he's not in here. Well, he is, but he's also not. Yes, please.
Centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble, and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
I got spooked so much, I fell to the ground.
1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember
We know the drill.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
We make our way into here. We grab that. Just when he leaves. Link. There he goes. Then I bolt for it.
Where did the Baron go? Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Cool. So where did I go now? Oh, damn it. Alright, well. I got 2 things so far. Now we go into here, I think. Let's still go in there. You don't see me. You do not see me. You do not see me. Damn it! What was I supposed to do? I'm back all the way here. Alright. Where? Oh yeah, right. That falls on me, and then I get knocked out. You leave, please. You're fine. Get out of here. Four? Wait, didn't I already? I forgot one, didn't I?
What's happening? Oh, feels like my chest is going to burst. My God, Wilhelm, do something!
My name is Wilhelm, House of Garrick. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago I was summoned to the castle Brandenburg. And for a second I thought of Brandenburg, but no. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what the supposed Knight of Order could want from me and accept my invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and the honors of I have been rewarded with. God, I just completely lost where I was. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid and the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I have been rewarded with. Okay, yeah. During my time as a soldier, I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character and at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted it wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I have brought men, women, and children to Brandenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Tonight the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicion as we descended into the stairs, but he insisted on joining us in a toast. The wine tasted fine and my men drank without shame. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming, their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes and I can no longer see, I suppose.
We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Alright, that was the last one. One, two, three, four. I got 4. What's the problem? Let's get out of here. Alright. Alright, let's grab this box. That should do it.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
What's the reason? The darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Dapple. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
He went right, I shall go left.
The 2nd of June, 1839. It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone wall wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I imagine it all? Was there ever a complete war?
Alright, yeah, and this is where we left off. At the second ever episode, I believe. Well, I redid this because the first stream was extremely laggy and then the other parts didn't actually kind of fail to record in a way. For instance, the entire wine cellar was kind of not there. So yeah, I will actually explore this and go down into the... It's fine.
1839. I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece it all back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change colour, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measures and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirm my suspicions.
I think I already read this.
I was terrified and rushed on to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care, and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
Alright. How far did I set back? Yep. Alright. That's it.